Booyah!
Hello everybody, how's it going? I'm here today to, I don't know, it's a little bit different. Like honestly, when I thought about doing a Counter-Strike Go commentary, I thought, well, I can't do it like TF2. I felt like I had to do it in an entirely different format. I felt like I couldn't just jump around and do some Counter-Strike stuff exactly the same as the TF2 commentaries, because it wouldn't be the same effect. I feel like it would be just generic and repetitive. As a result, whenever I do make Counter-Strike commentaries, which won't be that often because I'm not actually incredible at Counter-Strike, I'm alright. So as a result, I feel like I may as well, if I'm ever doing these, make slightly more personal commentaries. I don't mean like story times, I mean like kind of just a little like commentaries that I just want to make, not about video games, just in general. Anyway, getting on from that, I want to talk about like a little thing I've noticed recently, which is basically how technology is affecting our youth. Like I'm young. I am very fucking young. I'm pretty young. I'm not going to say exactly what age I am, but I am very, very young. Let's just say that much. And what happens is I am lucky because when I was very, very young, I didn't have an iPad, I didn't have all those things, but I wasn't exactly like from the really old times either. I kind of knew, I knew that would be the future from the way it was going if I was older and had a better sense. But I still went outside and played, and I still did all the old fun things and played soccer and did all the things that kids my age should have done. But the thing is, I'm going to sound like a nostalgic old grandpa when I say it worries me to see the years around these days who just kind of don't do any of that. Instead, they go on their iPads for hours on end while their parents let them, and they go on the internet and watch YouTube videos like possibly like you're watching now. And it worries me slightly to see that. Like for example, when I was growing up, I hated soccer, but I still played it because it was a communal thing, and without those kind of communal social interactions, I feel like I would never have grown socially as a person. I feel like I would just stayed as socially stagnant as I was, and thanks to that I became a better person for it. It wasn't really about the fact that the reason we messed around wasn't because we had nothing else to do. It was because it genuinely made us better people. Like maybe it was one of the side reasons because we had nothing else to do, but really it's kind of it benefited us in the end, because I am a better person because I had friends and I went outside and I you know played when the weather was nice and stayed in when it wasn't, and really kind of longed for going outside a lot of the time. But the reason I've given up this example and the reason I'm just jumping to this conclusion already is because recently I went to a takeaway. I went to my local pizza place and I went in and I got my stuff for collection, and after I got it I was pretty shocked to see what was going on. Basically when I went in there was a party, and this party had 8 to 10 kids, but not by kids I mean 12 to 13, possibly 14, pushing it slightly. Anyway, these kids, all of them were on their phones or laptops, or not laptops, all of them on their phones or tablets or iPads or iPhones. A lot of them weren't actually paying attention to what they were doing. Most of them were just sitting down, had their heads stuck in Clash of Clans or whatever game they were playing, and they pretty much refused to just have social interactions, even when they were sitting beside their friends. Now, this could be just a purely Ireland thing, even though I completely doubt it. I'd say, honestly, it's a Western world kind of thing. Because, as from what I've seen, yes, I am a result of technology, but children, people whose childhood benefits from growing up with other people and social interactions and help learning from that, honestly, need that a lot more than people like me who are pretty much developed as a person by now. So like, even if I am contradicting myself slightly by playing Counter-Strike while saying this, I feel like I can say that because I do have slightly more experience than a very, very young child who really should be going out and playing, playing kickball or whatever they play these days. Even though they don't play because of iPads. And like, as well as that, I feel like people don't seem to appreciate the simple things in life anymore. And by that I mean nature and basic human interaction. Even Facebook, I think, is insufficient for human interaction, because you don't really get to understand a person and talk to them until you've talked to them in person enough. Like, talking to them through a screen doesn't mean anything, truly, in my opinion. These simple things are like being completely looked over by children, and this is a difficult situation to actually think about, because really, there's nothing you can do to stop it. Because if adults decide, okay, no more technology for my child, I'm going to have him play outside and do all the things that kids used to do, probably he's going to get bullied. Or not bullied, but he's not going to be treated as well as most other popular kids who do spend all the time on the internet. So it is a very difficult situation to actually be involved in, even if you don't decide to do the normal way, the normal status quo of it. Anyway, this was kind of slightly pointless. I don't know. If you guys liked it, if you liked the mixture of jazz music, my own weird observations, and some Counter-Strike Go, which, I don't know, it's kind of a weird Frankenstein's monster of a commentary. But if you liked it, I will gladly make more. If you didn't like it, then I'll just go back to making TF2 commentaries. I'll make one. I might make another one if I do like them. But anyway, if you have your opinions on this, then say it in the comments. Have a nice day, and I'll see you again next time.